The following segment is paid for by the Family Heart Foundation.
High cholesterol is a serious health concern that affects over 94 million adults here in the United States. In fact, major complications like heart disease, stroke, and death can happen if left untreated. Joining us to discuss the importance of lowering your cholesterol, Catherine Willman, founder and CEO of the Family Heart Foundation, and Dr. Abba Khandelwal. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Doctor, let's start with you. What is the current state of cholesterol health in America?
Well, it's not great. Over a third of the U.S. adult population has high cholesterol. And in fact, anywhere from 1 in 250 to 1 in 5 have a genetic cause for their high cholesterol. Regardless of the cause, many individuals cannot treat their cholesterol with diet and exercise alone. We know that heart disease is the #1 killer of individuals in this country, and it disproportionately affects certain minorities. We also know that lowering your LDL cholesterol can help reduce that risk. We have several medications that can reduce this. However, our data shows that only a little over a half of all eligible individuals are actually on these medications. So the cholesterol health in America needs improvement.
And doctor, what can you tell us about the safety and effectiveness of cholesterol-lowering medications?
We have several safe and effective cholesterol-lowering medications. Statins are the cornerstone of treatment for cardiovascular disease. They lower cholesterol as well as the risk of having a future heart attack or cardiovascular event. We know from recent analyses that the risk of side effects is low. We also have a newer medication called PCSK9 inhibitors, and they can reduce the LDL cholesterol down to 30 to 40 milligrams per deciliter. And again, another recent analysis demonstrated the longer we kept individuals on this therapy, we were able to lower their risk of heart attack, stroke, and cardiovascular death. So there are several options. You need to talk to your healthcare provider and see what's right for you, but recognize that you may need more than one to get to your treatment goal.
So, Catherine, share with us what led you to having a heart attack before the age of 40.
Well, it was terrifying, and really the cause was high cholesterol. I discovered when I was 15 that my LDL cholesterol was 300 milligrams per deciliter, which is very high. By the time I was 39 years old, I had developed shortness of breath, even just going up a flight of stairs or hiking with my husband. And then one day I was out gardening and I developed crushing chest pain and pain radiating down my arms. I knew that something was wrong and I called 911. And in fact, I had developed a complete blockage of the main artery feeding my heart. So I'm very lucky to be here today. And what I do know is that the driver of that very high cholesterol was a genetic condition called familial hypercholesterolemia, which affects about 1 in 250 Americans, and most people don't know they have it.
And what do you think our audience should know about lowering LDL cholesterol to manage cardiovascular disease?
It's so important to understand if your cholesterol is high, and if it is, to commit to yourself that you will work with your healthcare provider to get it low as soon as possible and to keep it low. The American College of Cardiology just came out with new guidance that recommends that for individuals like myself who already have cardiovascular disease, our LDL cholesterol is recommended to be 55 milligrams per deciliter or lower, which really speaks to the growing evidence that low cholesterol is what protects our heart.
Ladies, thank you so much. Now, where can we go for more information and resources?
For more information, you could go to morefamiliesmorehearts.org.